Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another video, and I'm going to be checking out 2 more new singles from Sleep Token. At this point, Granite is out. There should be another one because this is the way that Sundowning was released. There's a pattern to it. So with Chokehold and the Summoning last time, we should be doing, I think it's Aqua Regia? I don't know how to say it. I'll probably, if it's said in the song, I can figure it out, but I don't know. That will be the one that should be coming out, and then Granite was released yesterday, so I'll be doing those in order, and then talking about them at the end as usual. I am very stoked. Chokehold and the Summoning were fantastic. I did one video for both of those as well, right around when they came out. All of the information for Sleep Token, promotional links, the music videos I'll be using, or visualizers, whatever they are, in this reaction will all be in the description of this video. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
Sulfur on your breath, granite in my chest. You will never have to talk about it. You'll never want to talk about it. Fury, too damn late. Reason dislocates, and you'll never have to talk about it. You'll never want to talk about it.
Vessel pulls out different styles all the time. Sparkly.
Between the second-hand smoke and the glass on the street, you gave me nothing whatsoever but a reason to leave. You say you want me, but you know what you need. But when you sit there, acting like you know me, acting like you only brought me here to get below me. Never mind the death threats, falling at the door. We'd rather be 6 feet under than be lonely. And if you had a problem,
Wow.
then you should have told me. Before you started getting all aggressive and controlling. You only drink the water when you
Ooh, got that little snap in there.
to keep an eye on the road, or we will both be here. For it's more than just a body in your passenger seat, and you are more than just somebody I was destined to meet.
Abs.
See you go half blind when you're looking at me, but between the second-hand smoke and the glass on the street, you gave me nothing whatsoever but a reason to leave. You say you want me, but you know what you need. But
I was like, oh. Ooh.
I was more than just a body in your passenger seat, and you were more than just somebody I was destined to meet. I see you go half blind when you're looking at me, between the second-hand smoke and the glass on the street, you gave me nothing whatsoever but a reason to leave. You say you want me, but you know I'm not to leave.
Hello, piano.
Well, my love is an animal call, cutting through the darkness, bouncing off the walls, between teeth on a broken jaw, following a blood trail, frothing at the mole. These days I'm a circuit board, integrated hardware you cannot afford. The perfect start to a perfect war, putting down the roses, picking up the sword. Aqua Regia.
Regia. It was totally wrong.
Aqua Regia. Well, my past is a holy book, a call from Olympus, ringing off the hook. Between the pain and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountains shook. And these days I'm a picture frame, screaming out the sunshine, singing in the rain. Sugar on the blood cells, carbon on the brain, out of Eden's vices running through my veins. Aqua Regia, oxytocin running in the ether, silicon.
Piano, all of it, the chorus.
Interactions if it's all good. Gold rush, acid flood, saturate me, I can't get enough.
These are totally different,
Hot blood,
which is to be expected.
running to your heart when you're thinking of. When I'm dancing to alarm bells, no wonder my ears are still ringing. And I'm done fighting off change. No wonder my arms are still swinging. Aqua Regia, oxytocin running in the ether, silicon ballrooms, subatomic interactions if it's all good. Gold rush, acid flood, saturate me, I can't get enough. Cold love, hot blood, running to your heart when you're thinking of.
Damn, that went by fast. Sleep Token, Granite and Aqua Regia. Let's discuss. So to me, this drop feels very much more sundowning than This Place Will Become Your Tomb to me, because if you're familiar with the way that those singles dropped and versus the way that This Place Will Become Your Tomb, This Place was a straightforward drop really, while Sundowning was sort of like this. And when you look at those albums in full, Sundowning was an album that you could do that with, while This Place Will Become Your Tomb didn't feel as much like it could have done that. Some of the songs that sort of gave it that feeling, though, were dropped as a single anyway. So it's in these dogs today. Anyway, so it was interesting, but with these songs, it feels like they're all just so powerful feeling, and Granite brings a bit of a different feel, like how it starts with that the beginning reminds me of something, like that synth reminds me of something probably off of Sundowning or earlier in their discography off the EPs or singles that they have there. So I need to go and like pinpoint what it was. Now all I can think is this song when I'm listening, or Granite when I'm listening to it. I'm starting with Granite because that was the first track, and then I'll do talk about Aqua and then sort of both of them and try to be somewhat organized, but that doesn't normally happen. Anyway, with Granite, you have that sort of build up where it's it's got a feel to it that's very it's the genre blending stuff. It's the stuff that pulls in people and kind of makes it this like, what am I listening to? Like, it's so different. And then they have the drop, but in the build up there, in the beginning of the song, the vocals that Vessel brings forward right away, that tone is a little bit different than I feel like we normally get from him. There's stuff that's comparable, but it just feels a little bit different, which I really liked. The feel of the song too, it's very smooth. A few tracks off of Sundowning gave that vibe too, and I remember thinking as I first listened to Sundowning, because that was the first release of theirs I had ever heard. I didn't hear the EPs first or anything. I heard Sundowning and I listened to it in full, and I was just like, what is happening on this record? And I feel like for some people who haven't gone back and listened to that, they'll get the same experience with this, because it has that. You have like the snap in there used to fit the beginning, like the beginning feel, the beginning mood of the song. And then once it does drop, you get the snap in there again, which I love that. I'm a sucker for the snap used in a song. It makes me laugh every time. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. So it has that. It just has a lot going on. So you have the transition there, and then the song sort of comes together and blends those two sounds that you get prior to the drop, in the drop, and brings them together. It's got such smooth vocal. I don't even want to say like it's specifically the melodies or anything like that, because there's just so many different things they're doing. Like when I mentioned the atmosphere, you can kind of hear everything complementing the like what's going on vocally in the, so it's just a combination of things really. Production on Sleep Token is always immaculate, and it keeps getting better. With This Place Will Become Your Tomb, it was, when it comes to Sundowning and that record, Sundowning is my favorite by a long shot, but I still really enjoy This Place Will Become Your Tomb, and the production on that is incredible. You listen to Atlantic with not even an amazing pair of headphones or anything, just your standard pair of headphones, and you can still hear everything that you need to. Like that song specifically, especially to start off a record that way, but it just has so much to take in beyond instrumentals or vocals. It's just such a well done piece of music. So I think that has, nods at each of the things that I've appreciated in Sleep Token releases, and it's wrapped up into a song. So with Granite, it will be one that gets a lot of revisiting from me, beyond like the synth stuff and the stuff I've mentioned here. It's just really catchy too. Like after it was over, I had that, I didn't even know the words, but still that melody was stuck in my head of that chorus. So I'm digging it. Now with Aqua, you have something that feels, that piano is just something else. Like there's not a time where you can go into a Sleep Token song and fully know what to expect, I think. And I think I even said that in my Chokehold the Summoning video, that like you should expect not to know what to expect with them, because you could go into Sundowning and look at Bloodsport as a single, or Sugar, and then you could go listen to Gods, and there's just a completely different feel, or The Offering, and those, they just incorporate different elements so well. The musicianship is, and there's been talk, so Metal Burb and I talked a little bit about this on the podcast that we did, and it was more in context of Lorna Shore, but we also spoke a little bit about how people are calling Sleep Token overrated and stuff, and their numbers are just now taking off, really. Like people are loving them and stuff, but this, like, we just traveled to Chicago last year to see them do an opening show for In This Moment, because they have not done like a full tour in the US or anything like that. And I personally feel like regardless of whether you enjoy the sound, because it's nothing is for everyone, no matter what it is, especially in music, it's not for everyone, and there's never gonna be, I don't think, like a track where there's not at least one person, and one person in the grand, like when you take those numbers, it's a lot more than one. There's gonna be more than one person, but at least one person who's like, I don't like this, I don't like it, and that's normal. Like taste is something that people seem to not understand, is what makes stuff interesting, and why we connect so well with people who share our tastes and stuff, because it's not an objective opinion. But the musicianship is something that I feel like can be looked at from an objective perspective, and when you look across their discography, if you could pick a number of songs and sort of show how well they're able to do a number of styles, I would pick Aqua for sure, because they took this, and hearing the piano in the beginning, I was like, all right. But I didn't expect it to take shape the way that it did. And it's another chorus that I think will just immediately be living in my head. So the catchiness is here, but presented in a completely different way than I feel the other tracks presented it. These two definitely feel more paired together. But Chokehold and The Summoning didn't necessarily feel as paired as these two, but I don't think that like on a full Sleep Token album it'll always be like two songs that exactly pair for each other. But these two felt more kind of like in the same. I did hear that snap just a little bit. It was like one time more towards the beginning of this, not this track, but of Aqua. Then with Granite, it was like, you know, those two times where they sort of felt in different portions of the song. While this maintained like a fairly steady mood and sound, the piano was really the drawing factor for me. I keep saying this, but that's because I'm planning on talking about Aqua during this part, and then I mean, I guess I already sort of touched on it. I sort of expected either more contrast or for them to be so similar that I would have more to say in like a part that was talking about the connections to them, but these are just two more songs that will go directly on repeat for me, while Granite has that sort of, I don't know, in the lyrics, I need to read through the lyrics of Aqua because Granite a lot more struck me as I was listening for the first time lyrically, while I feel with Aqua I was a little bit more focused on some outside elements and stuff, which is another, I guess that's another comparison that could be made for my first listen, but still I feel that it will, lyrically they've all been interesting to read through, or all three that I've, you know, gone through after while waiting for Aqua, because I mean, I knew that this was coming a little, you can't be sure with Sleep Token, but I had a strong clue that this was going to be coming out. So I did my Granite reaction, I read through the lyrics, and I waited like 10 minutes for this to drop, and then it dropped when it was supposed to. So it just worked out well this time. I mean, I don't really know what else to say besides the musicianship is so versatile. They can take whatever genre they're really dipping into at a certain part of a song. I don't want to say like in a certain song, because some, like The Summoning, for example, you have a lot of different stuff going on there, and the musicianship does not waver at all, I guess is what I'm getting at. So that's what is so impressive to me about Sleep Token. Not only do I really enjoy the sound, but outstanding musicianship. And if you can see them live, their drummer is as insane. Vessel 2 is just as insane live as it sounds recorded, or some of you probably have seen them live and would agree with that. And obviously all of them bring that sort of energy, and they're a very unique band. They just bring that to the stage as well. So hopefully we'll get some more tours this year. A headliner in the US maybe would be stand out, but I would take any time of seeing them again. Obviously traveled to Chicago to see them open on a lineup that I didn't really care too much about the rest of it. We were just really there to see Sleep Token finally. So those are my thoughts on these two songs. I will continue covering them as they continue dropping music. Hopefully, I haven't really checked. As soon as I refreshed and this was here, that was it, and I went into this, and so I need to look and see if we've got any sort of album announcement, if we're still waiting, what the deal may be, but I'm very stoked. Let me know what you thought in the comment, which of these four songs, if you include Chokehold and The Summoning, Granite, and Aqua. I don't want to say it again because I messed it up in the intro and it really messed with me, and then I listened to the song one time and I heard it and was like, now I know. And now I'm second guessing. It's just Regia. I should not have second guessed myself that hard. So either Chokehold, The Summoning, Granite, Aqua Regia. If you have a favorite, which one of those is your favorite and why? Do you have a least favorite too? Let me know if you have a least favorite and which one it is and why also. So Sleep Token, releasing, causing waves, making waves, running numbers. Lots of stuff happening. All of their social media and promotional links will be in the description of this video. I will also include my link tree, which has the invite for the new Patreon stuff that I've just rolled out recently. I've been having a lot of fun working on that, making playlists / mixtapes for my tier 3 people, getting content together, more ideas for rolling out for tiers and stuff like that. It's just been a lot of fun. So if you're interested in checking out what is offered on the Patreon, it is down there. You can also find the invite for the Discord server in that link tree. The Discord server is where the community for my channel is based. We have a lot of music-related conversation, a lot of conversation unrelated to music, a lot of really wonderful people in there. So if you're interested in coming to join the community, check things out. That will be there, as well as any other link that you may need. My Instagram profile is in there. I post all music-related content, Last FM, stuff like that. So if you're interested, it is there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.